folks, Jesus is coming soon. Now, regarding that video that I posted yesterday about that ginormous, ridiculous church building, I got a couple of comments the same way that I hear this all the time from people inside the church, and it's sickening, where they say, well, I only help people that help themselves. Those homeless people, they're not helping themselves, so why should I help them? I can't help but think, all these people out here in the streets that people think that about, who just so happen, maybe they lost their job over, say, that shot, okay? And they're in the street. They don't have nothing else to lose, so they say, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and try these drugs right here. What if someone would have handed them a Bible instead of the dope? How would that have affected them in that way? No one thinks about things like that. They just step over them and continue walking. Let's go feed the starving children in Africa, when there's starving people in our own streets. I mean, the modern church in the United States has a very twisted, sick way of thinking. I mean, what would Jesus have done? Think about that, reading in the Bible. All right, the guy with leprosy that come running up to him, or the guy was lowered down to him with palsy. What if Jesus would have said, I only help people that help themselves, get lost? Or when you were broken at your wit end, you had nothing left, and you called upon the name of the Lord, and he told you in your spirit, I only help those that help themselves, get lost. Yeah, there's people out there that don't want to help themselves. There's people out there who don't even try. What does it hurt anybody to give them a little push, to give them Jesus? It hurts nothing. But a lot of people refuse to do that. I mean, truthfully, I've gotten bashed here a lot too. People, oh, you care about some money. How so? Why would anybody even assume that? Because I've had to reach out for help a few times because I don't have anybody? People can think what they want. I mean, Jesus is coming so very soon. And this is the topics that people inside the church want to talk about. Anything but that. Anything but that. They want to fight, they want to bicker, they want to argue with one another, they want to hate one another, instead of getting out here, bringing more people to Christ, and loving one another, which there's no more love, really. A lot of people in the church today, and I say a huge majority, there's no secret about it, we already know. They are just like the type of person that I encountered when I was 14 years old at a rock concert. There were some people standing on the side of the road, downtown Shreveport, when they used to do rock concerts at the Malibu Alley. This was probably 1998, 97, 98, something like that. I was 13, 14. And I walked out to the end of the curb to wait on my dad. My dad was going to pick me up. And there was a huge biker gang that was there at that concert. And they were well known around Shreveport. They were called the UMF. And I'm not going to say what it is because it's a cuss word in there. But they were all standing around, drinking and just doing what they do. And there was this one guy, and I remember him, his name was Mutt, M-U-T-T. He was probably 6'6", great big old dude, covered in tattoos, bald head, beard. And he was standing there watching as this Christian guy walked up to me as I was wearing, a rock concert shirt and all this. I was dressed as a grunge. I mean, that was the style back then in the late 90s. And this guy came up to me and told me that I'm going to hell, that I'm a piece of crap. Went on and on and on about all this. Oh, I didn't even say anything. He wouldn't give me a chance to speak. Instead of coming to me with love and sharing Christ with me, this is what he did. He attacked me, a 14-year-old kid. And it made me hate God when I was young, right? So this great big biker heard this, and he walked over and threw his arm around me and told that guy, you got a problem with him, you got a problem with all of us. And there was probably 40 of them bikers standing there. And he turned around and walked off. So what did I look up to? It wasn't to the church. No, that pushed me far away. No, I started running with that kind of crowd, because that was the kind of crowd that took me in. That was the kind of crowd that actually showed that they cared about me, not the church. But this is how a majority of you are inside the church, just like how that guy did me. This is what y'all are doing to people out here. on a daily basis. Instead of bringing them to Christ, you push them from Christ. You talk about a stab in the gut. Glory to God that I found Jesus when I did, folks. Stop fighting, stop bickering, stop doing all this nonsense, stop being snobby. We know there's so many of them on YouTube that do videos like I do that are just pure snobs. You know, they get all these subscribers and they act like, you know, well, I'm just so popular, I don't need to talk. No, just stop being that way. Get out here and warn people that Jesus is coming soon. I'm telling y'all, he's coming. Folks, I got to going earlier in that video and I forgot to give a quick update. I went and saw an ENT today, had the CT scan, all that stuff, and glory to God, I do not need surgery. And he said that I have a little, I don't know what you call it, some kind of blockage up here in my frontal lobe and some ear problems. But other than that, he told me that some kind of steroid nose spray will clear it all up, and hopefully I won't experience pneumonia no more, because this is the main cause of my lung issues. And keep us in your prayers, folks, and keep looking up. Jesus is coming so very soon. Romans 10:9-13. I love all of you, and God bless.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay.